So, Your Excellency, we're in the lands that you administer for us. Would you like to have a court and speak to the people?
This will be very brief. I'd like to welcome Your Majesties and all who are watching to the barony of Carmere. We haven't been doing a lot recently. Last week we had our monthly baronial meeting, which was held virtually. Lady Hilda has been holding arts and sciences classes virtually, and Lady Kilmarnie has been doing a virtual bardic, which I thought she was going to sing our new Carmere song, but that may come later. So I would like to turn court over to their majesty.
Could we hear the song?
I think
We
they have.
absolutely can. Just a second, and we'll get it right up. Just a second.
Perfect.
Weavers and fighters and leaders of men, stewards and scribes and artisans, over and over, these are the strands woven into Carmere. Our brewers and bakers are treasured by kings, and our jewelry, garb, and weaving, making and teaching, we share all we know, helping our barony learn and grow. Our fencers and fighters, they grace many fields. To our arrows and axes you surely will yield. Striking with honor, they rise to the call, helping our baron defend our hall. Weavers and fighters and leaders of men, stewards and scribes and artisans, over and over, these are the strands woven into Carmere. Our scribes' names are called out in every hall, their words and art gracing hundreds of walls, toiling in secret for hours unseen, recording forever our greatest deeds. Here in Carmere, in the heart of it all, no work is too big, no work too small. Autocrats, exchequers, shadowlands, we gladly serve all with the work of our hands. Weavers and fighters and leaders of men, stewards and scribes and artisans, over and over, these are the strands woven into Carmere. Over and over, these are the strands woven into Carmere. Welcome to the Great Barony of Carmere in the heart of Atlantia, with greetings from Lady Jean Kilmeny, baronial bardic champion of Carmere.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kilmeny.
So I think we're going to continue. All right, Your Grace.
Will, Lady of Hilder, John Saxa, Swanna's daughter, hear now the words of your monarch.
So Uthilder, you have taken a vital role here in Carmere, especially during this COVID time. You have really brought forth the use of the digital world here. You've been teaching online classes. I heard His Excellency talk about the fact that you were hosting A&S classes as well. And that's what we need during this time. I think people who are more familiar with digital and online and the virtual world have really come to the fold in Atlantia during this emergency, and they've really been the backbone of everything that we've had to build on. So for your work, we would like to award you the opal.
When guests arrive, where shall they sit? Who shall greet them at long closed doors? Fire's light is needed by visitors, whose journey is hindered by sickness in the land, wind scoured and wave washed. Ulfhildur Jarnsaxa Svanasdottir offered light and warmth to all comers, artisan and student alike, bearing up the people of Carmere, and thus Atlantia's own thrones. Courteous words and courteous silence make wit's most faithful friend. Ulfhildur's hospitality shines with the opal's own fire. Thus do we, Anton Rex and Linda Regina, name her companion of the Order of the Opal, done this 14th day of November, on Societatis 55 at Leon Court at Castillo, Ponferrada. Calligraphy and illumination by Lady Karen Valraven. Text by Olam Linnea Birch Kerrigan. 4. Lady Ulfhildur, newest companion of the Order of the Opal. Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Like always, or recently, we're going to have a slideshow of the scrolls and the artisans that did the illumination and calligraphy at the last piece of business in court. So we know you can see them better that way, so we'll do the readings here and we'll share the full beauty of them at the end.
Their Majesties would be attended now by their Order of the Golden Dolphin.
Call in the cat.
Oh. I'm here.
Yep, you can sit down.
Come now before their Majesties, Mistress Anya Ingen Schumann.
So, Onion, you've been Seneschal of Stierbach. No. Stierbach?
Yeah.
Stierbach, yes. And for many years, you've managed and administered many feasts on behalf of the people of Atlantia. But most importantly, the thing that compels me for this award is the number of people that have spoken about the teaching that you do for calligraphy and illumination. Because it's ultimately that teaching and the service of that teaching that brings forth the Order of the Golden Dolphin. So at this point, we would like to award you and make you a full member of the Order of the Golden Dolphin for your teaching and continued support of the arts through your own service, as well as what you have shared with calligraphy and illumination.
Gold is she, with labor and skill, the noble and virtuous Anya Ingen Schumann. She has served the kingdom well and beyond expectation. Therefore do we, King Anton and Queen Linnet, induct her into the Order of the Golden Dolphin, as she is precious as gold. Done this 14th day on Societatis 55 at our Leon Court at Castillo de Ponferrada. Anton Rex, Linnet Regina. Scroll done by Maestra Esperanza Susanna Fletcher.
Thank you very much.
4. Mistress Anya Ingen Schumann, newest companion of the Order of the Golden Dolphin. Vivat! 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 Would Lady Antoinette Argentina come into the presence?
Lady Antoinette, we have heard of the beauty of your ankle loom weaving. You participated in arts and sciences competitions, and You've also donated generously with gifts of your ink loom weaving and other things to the baronial and kingdom largesse. And this was greatly appreciated. We're always needing things for gift baskets, cords for medallions, all the sorts of things that you've been providing. So we thank you. And for your good work, we would like to make you a member of the Order of the Coral Branch.
Why fear the undoing? The drooping of hoarfrost that frigidly kills, petals englossed in succulent fruits, which winter exhaust, eternally thrive now, bright and uncrossed, woven by thee, Antoinette Argentina. Thy works are the verdure, which cannot be lost. Brightness for brightness, we repay thy cost. Thus with coral, the sea rose, we thy name embossed. Given 14 November, Honor Societatis 55 at Leon Court at Castillo de Ponferrada by Anton Rex and Lynette Regina of Atlanta. Calligraphy and illumination by Lady Karen Valregan. Poem by Lord Ishmael Steadfast Reed. For Lady Antoinette Argentina, newest companion of the Order of the Coral Branch. Vivat! 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 Their Majesties would have the presence of Lady Attain Delise Ingen Fion.
Lady Attain, you are currently the Seneschal of Yarnwood, but that's not why we've called you here today. In reading reviews and compliments and suggestions from the populace, a particular phrase struck me as telling for why you are here. It says you're a teacher at heart. We would like to thank you and recognize you for the work that you've done, continuing to educate and support the new people as they've come into Atlantia. You have been steadfast in this task, and you have given people a great start. At this point in time, I'd like to recognize you and award you with the Star of the Sea.
As stars guided our ancestors to new and wondrous lands, so too has Attain Delise Ingen Finn been a shining star to guide those who seek new knowledge and adventure in our land. Therefore do we, Anton, King, and Lynette, Queen, recognize the guidance and welcoming support given by her to those who present the future of the Kingdom of Atlantia, and award her the Atlantean Star of the Sea, done this 14th day of November, Honor Societatis 55, at our Leon Court at Castillo de Ponferrada. Anton Rex, Lynette Regina. Calligraphy and illumination by the Honorable Lady Lucrezia Sarte de Napoli. For Lady Attain, newest recipient of the Star of the Sea. Vivat! 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 Their Majesties would have before them now, my Lord Johannes von Hammersbach.
So the Lord Johannes, I want to speak to you about something that is dear to my heart, and that is archery. So you have been in the archery program for quite a while. You, in Marinus, have stepped up to really host archery practices. Before the pandemic. You used to have regularly 10 to 12 people at your classes, at your range, practicing archery. You became an accomplished archery marshal, took the training. You have recently stepped up to become a Knights Marshal in your barony. It's clear that you have a passion for archery, and you share that passion with the people around you. And for that, I would like to award you, and His Majesty would like to award you with the King's Missileers.
Arrows from Johannes von Hammersbach strike. King Anton and Queen Linnet induct him into the order of the King's Missileer and award him arms. Azure, a goat rampant argent maintaining a tankard oar, a chief lozenge argent and azure, done this November 14th, AS 55, at the court of Castillo de Ponferrada, Anton Rex, Linda Regina. Calligraphy and illumination done by Maestra Esperanza Susanna Fletcher. 4. Lord Johannes von Hammersbach, newest companion of the Order of the King's Missileers and newest noble of the Kingdom of Atlantia. Viva! Viva! Viva!
You got
Anton was eager. He was eager.
Lord Stefan Luger von Musbach, please now hear the words of your dread monarchs.
Dread. Feel like I need some pirate booty. Lord Stefan, you have come into the rapier marshal. You are showing great strides in your skill and your prowess. I understand that since you started, you have taken up quite a skill in tactile, in blah, blah, blah.
textiles.
Not textiles. Tactical applications of rapier. We look forward to having you in battles, the rapier battles, should we ever get to have those again.
We will.
And we appreciate also you becoming a baronial marshal for rapier. We need teachers and we need people to make sure that others are safe while they're learning. So for that, we would like to award you the Sea Dragon.
Service to this fair kingdom of Atlantia is truly a wonderful gift to give, especially when given freely and bountifully. We, King Anton and Queen Linnet, have seen the labors of our populace, in particular this one who helps out when and wherever possible. One who takes the field of honor, fighting hard, learning, improving his skills at all times. He is truly a warrior, fierce as a dragon in the making. Not only is he advancing his skills, he is working to become a successful tactician. 2, does he serve our barony of Carmere as a marshal? It is our right and privilege, our duty, to recognize those among our populace, supporting them as they develop. Thus are we, Anton and Linnet, true king and queen of Atlantia, right-minded to induct Stefan Glauer von Musbach into our order of the Sea Dragon, done by our command upon our lands in our barony of Carmere and our Leon court at Castillo de Ponferrada on this 14th day of November in the 55th year of the society, being the 2020th year of our Lord and the first year of the plague. Anton Rex, Linnet Regina. Calligraphy and illumination by Mistress Mordarin Tremaine. 4, Lord Stefan, newest recipient of the Order of the Sea Dragon. Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Okay, so before this one, you can get ready.
Sure.
No one steps up and is king and queen without a lot of support. And even when you do it for the first time, you require a lot of help and training. When Linda and I were king and queen, too many years ago to think about at this point, for the first time, we followed a friend and my grand knight, Dugoloff. And he gave us some wonderful advice while Prince and Princess, and then he reinforced it again while we were king and queen. He said the most important award that you'll ever give is the AOA. In this time, we don't get to give as many of those as we would like because we're not seeing as many new people because we're not having events in person. Therefore, a lot of the recognition we're doing is from established people who have been in for a while and are excelling during this time of challenge that we're in. So it is with a great deal of joy that we can call in this next person.
Come now before their majesties, my lady Cecily Shore.
Cecily, you have joined not that long ago, and you have taken your local group by charge. You have led in the way of ANS, you have become a champion, and you have entered all of the 12th night competitions that have been made available. You are a fine example, and it is our privilege to raise you to the nobility of this kingdom. Thank you so much.
Honor is due worthy subjects from a true king and queen. Therefore do we, Anton and Lynette, King and Queen of Atlantia, award arms to the good Cecily Shore. She has earned honor as the art and science champion and received much praise and recognition. Her talent and good nature are greatly welcomed. Done this 14th day of November, Honor Societatis 55 at Leon Court at Castillo de Ponferrada, Anton Rex, Lynette Regina. Calligraphy and illumination by Lady Fayen van Amsterdam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
4, Lady Cecily Shore, newest member of the Atlantean nobility. Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Call forth the order.
Their Majesties would be attended now, again by their order of the Golden Dolphin.
The candidate, please.
Hear now the words of their Majesties. Baron. Pause for effect. Baron Gustav Emil der Dunkel Rotbagel. I'm so sorry.
That is a mouthful.
Your Excellency, I'm not going to err there. 20 years of service to Bright Hills, 20 years of carrying items, making things happen, being the glue that has kept it together, and being the work that has put it forward makes you right and deserving for this award. Your work has been seen and has been recognized by the members of this order, and their call to us to recognize you has been overwhelming.
Anton and Lynette, by right of arms, King and Queen of Atlantia, to all nobles and gentles unto these present shall come. Greeting. Know all by these present that noble order of the Golden Dolphin is established to recognize and honor those of our loyal subjects who have consistently given of their time and talents in the service of the kingdom. Let it be known that we, with these presents, do install Baron Gustav Emil der Dunkel Rotbagel as a companion of the Golden Dolphin with all the responsibilities and privileges thereunto. Done in the Leon Court at Castillo de Ponferrada on this 14th day of November, Honor Societatis 55. Anton Rex, Lynette Regina. Calligraphy and illumination by Dame Daniela Schwartz.
Your Excellency, thank you. Vivat.
4, Baron Gustav, newest companion of the Order of the Golden Dolphin. Vivat! 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 I believe there's a gift for you, Your Majesties. Not for me.
It's not from you. No. Where's it from?
It is from the Barony of Bright Hills.
I think that's yours to open.
You think
here.
that's from-
One of the things you learn very early in King and Queen school is make sure you know what you're opening when you're opening it. We have not done that. So the surprise will be
It
all.
wasn't taken, Your Majesty.
No taking, that's good to know. It's a caravan box,
We deal with these often,
and they're often late.
but this is right on time.
It is on time. All right,
And it can't be open.
I know. Well. Get that. We're sharing. We're sharing.
Been enthusiastically sealed.
The caravan is getting better about repelling thievery.
Little spikies. Ah, this
Well,
one's,
they're different colors.
this one's properly colored.
I like the purple one.
Oh, mine has a friend.
Duchess Adelheight's gonna want this. It's got unicorns. She can't have it. Kissy.
These are wonderful.
Thank you, Bright Hills. These are great, and we're gonna keep them away from the puppies. Because
Do
they'll
hope
eat
so.
them, because they'll eat them.
They're very beautiful. Who made them? Do we know?
Do we know?
We'll have to find out.
We don't know yet, but we will find out. And we thank you.
Yes.
Yes, please.
For the Barony of Bright Hills and their wonderful gift to their majesties. Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
All right,
Last piece.
last piece.
So, before you start, last night we had the great pleasure of putting an individual on vigil. And we did this, and Populace was given opportunity to speak. So at this time, if you would call the order forward, and then we'll see the results of last night.
Their majesties would be attended by their order of defense. And it is majesty.
Yes.
Lord Bumi Fong, make yourself present to answer to their majesties. Hello, your majesties.
Hold on one moment.
So last night, we put you on vigil to consider the role and responsibility, as well as the weight and the cost of joining the Masters of Defense. Have you made a decision?
I have.
Can we know what it is?
Yes. The answer is yes.
Yes, we'd like to proceed.
Are you free at this time to enter into this with your crown?
I believe there's one more piece of business my cadet and I need to take care of.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Bumi, my cadet, I need to release you from our bond so that you can move forward and blaze your own path, as I know you will. So if you won't mind, I do need to take that back. Your Majesty.
Thank you, Maestro Alessandro. At this point, there should be regalia. Do we have someone to speak on the cloak?
Yes, the cloak represents the weight of responsibility a peer has to the kingdom and to society, and if how Bumi gives away his other cloak is any indication, he just needs a second one.
Thank you. Is there someone to speak on the medallion?
That falls to me, Your Majesty. I have the collar and the medallion. The collar of a Master of Defense is a very simple collar of white. It represents our purity and our return to the beginning. The medallion shows our symbol of the order, 3 crossed rapiers or swords, which I like to say represent the 3 pillars important to our community: the role of soldier, the role of scholar, and the role of courtier, so that it will always remind us
that we have different weapons to use at the right time. This white collar is made from one of my Anstioran white scarves. It is very dear to me. It is a simple lineage, but I do pass it on to you. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Right. This peerage, which is still in its infancy, is given to those only who show a true prowess in rapier combat and a true mastery of the art of defense. With it comes the responsibility of being a mentor, a teacher, a champion, and to always be an example of the best in rapier in Atlantia. These are weighty responsibilities. Knowing full well the weight of this burden, at this point, do you still wish to proceed and give your oath of fealty?
I do, Your Majesty.
We will bring the sword. And Lord Boomy, we are ready to hear your words.
Okay. I, Boomy, swear fealty to the kingdom, the crown, and the populace of Atlantia. Before ever be a teacher and a student of the blade, use my voice to uplift, enrich my community, and to do all things with as much joy as I can do every day until my last.
For our part, Lord Boomy, we shall give and take counsel with you. We shall be a rock for you to lean upon in times of trouble or weariness. We shall be a foundation beneath you so that you may never lose your footing. This we swear till the world end, death take us, or we depart the throne.
This we so swear. Right, sir. All right, Master.
Master Boone.
With your permission, Your Majesty, may I put his collar and medallion on?
Yes. Please place the medallion and color upon it.
You look good.
Duke Ragnar will read the scroll.
Word reaches our ear of a man whose significant reach is tiny compared to the measure of his joy, whose prowess is matched only by his passion for improvement, and whose boundless enthusiasm is only eclipsed by the smiles he brings to those around him. With long strides and a bounce in his step, our subject Boomy quest after his constant goal of improvement of his considerable skill and prowess on the rapier field, improvement of the strong and many friendships that make the rapier community wonderful. While Boomy strives for this improvement, he helps others achieve it as well. Not because of some noble platitude, but because he truly enjoys seeing others succeed. As such, do we, Anton and Lynette, King and Queen of fair Atlantia, recognize this mastery by naming Boomy a member of the most august order of defense. We confirm unto him by letters patent the sole right to display his arms to be registered by the College of Heralds. Further, he shall henceforth be recognized as such a master by the honorable display of white livery and the badge of the order, 3 rapiers in pall, inverted, tips crossed, done this 14th day of November, Anno Societatis 55, at our Leon Court at Castle Ponte de Ferro. Anton Rex, Lynette Regina. Calligraphy and illumination done by noble Fiore Al-Rumi with help from Lady Celestia, sorry. And wordsmithing by Master Torch Hart.
Rise, Master, and be bots.
For the newest master of the Kingdom of Atlantia, from the Order of Defense, Master Boomy Foam. Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Folks, we're going to take a pause and allow the scroll slideshow to run. And then we'll say a few words in party. So enjoy the slideshow. Okay, that was wonderful. That was, we're gonna have to step court up if the slideshow is gonna be that good. So,
I really like that aspect of the virtual course because it really gets the artisans a chance to showcase, and you can see it very clearly. It's
Yeah.
not, way back in the back of court.
we're used to a presentation of arms. This is like a presentation of art.
Of art.
So, scrolls and medallions will be sent out by caravan. We do our best to ensure that we get only the best drivers, but
We're having to pay a premium for those drivers.
yeah. I think you have some announcements, you
I do. So I don't know if you guys probably can't see these, but will you hold your mug up? So these are some beautiful mugs. They were made for us by someone from Ravens Cove, and I very, very badly failed to thank them at the last court. So I'm sorry, but I'm thanking you now. Lord Wanda Sarkoza, thank you. These are lovely and very sturdy, and we're going to use the heck out of them. So thank you so much. They're beautiful.
They were done with our personal arms and our
Yes.
puppies' footprints on the back. So
I don't know if our puppies' feet are really that big yet. Actually, they may be bigger, but. Lastly, we have a very important announcement. As you know, we've done a lot of, there will be a lot of baronial turnovers during this
rain,
weighty, lengthy rain.
7.
Seven. We've only done a couple so far. We have one at our next court coming up in December, which will be Lockmere. But while this one is not taking place yet, we have chosen the next Baron and Baroness for Marinus, which right now is tentatively planned for Kingdom Arts and Sciences in March.
Yes.
And that is Lord Paganus Akritas and Lady Delecta Diana de Verno.
Congratulations. We had-
Congratulations,
we had-
absolutely.
We had a meeting with everyone who was in the polling, which is our normal way to do this. And we were really struck by such a positive baronial polling and such positive support from everybody who was put forth their names in such a brave way to say, I'm willing to step up and do this job. This was a large polling and had 5 different sets, and everyone has pledged support to the others to help them move forward. And we look forward to seeing the future for Marinus with this. Not that there's
Absolutely.
anything wrong with today, but
A wealth of knowledge, and, you know, an experience that you can draw from, and everyone who put forth their names was so qualified and really wanted to do their best by the barony. So we look forward to actually having that investiture to say thank you to the current Baron and Baroness,
Yes.
Jean-Maurice and Catalina, and then to move forward. So
for us, this is time for us to put our masks back on, say thank you, and close court, please, sir.
There being no further business before their majesties, herein closes the court of Anton and Lynette, King and Queen of Atlantia. For Atlantia, vivat! Vivat! Vivat!